Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started with our celebrity tarot reading with GIGI Hadid. But first, hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot, of course. My name is Jordan, and you know that I am Hangman Tarot. Click the bell while you subscribe. Then you won't miss any of your future readings, your celebrity readings, you name it. You won't miss one thing here. We are going to get straight into this reading. I have some catching up to do here, like usual. Same old, yeah? All right, I'm going to do a little bit of an oracle read on her current energy, and it's just very vague, and then we'll do a tarot card to confirm that, and then also get into a general reading, getting into all that yummy stuff. And let's go over her astrology. GIGI Hadid. All right, she was born on a Sunday, April 23rd, 1995 at 6:26 a.m. in LA, United States. She is a Taurus, sun sign. Her moon sign is an Aquarius. Birth path is a 6. And she was born, Jelena. I love that name. Jelena, I love that name. Jelena Nora GIGI Hadid. So that's what she was born when she was born, that was her name. She's an American fashion model and TV personality. She was named one of the 12 rookies in Sports Illustrated annual swimsuit issue in 2014. She has also made several appearances on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now that's my jam. Those are my shows. The Real Housewives. I love a good shitty reality TV. You put me down for one of those, I'll sit there for days. Make sure you feed me though. She's also like, I think her sister's a model too. Her mother was a world renowned model, I guess, too, as well. I mean, so she comes from a good stock. Okay, let's find out currently where she's at. We're just going to find out about her as far as like about her as a celebrity, getting into any challenges that are in the past, things that are in the present. All right, home life is in reverse, so lacking a little energy in the home life. So I'm not sure if anybody's aware of this or not. Very strange that her birth path is actually a 6. So birth path 6 is going to be your stay-at-home parent. Their jam is to take care of kids, okay? Their jam is to stay home, make sure that they have a home that is luxurious. It's their sanctuary. It's their escape from reality. But as of right now, it's looking like, that's lacking a little bit as far as her energy goes in a relationship that is in dismay. There could be a friendship or a romance, just depending on how it resonates in her world. But there's currently something in the energy that is showing that it's in the negative. So however this resonates for her, let's get a last card. But for people with birth path 6 are very into kind of caretaking. They love to do service for others. They really like their house though. And their instinct is to just be kind of parental, and their instinct is to fluff. A friend of mine says that. Her name is Kate. She is a yoga teacher. Hi, Kate. She always says, she says that she's a fluffer. And I said, what is a fluffer? And she said, well, I go around, and I fluff the pillows, and, aesthetically, I'm like, arranging things, and I'm picking at things to make sure everything looks really pleasing and feng shui-ish. And I was like, because I'm kind of a fluffer too, really, especially right before a party. Like, I'm always like trying to make sure everything's yummy and exciting. The well-being of her is in a positive. So that is on a positive note. So well-being currently is really good. There is a friendship or some sort of a romance maybe, or a relationship that is on the negative side, and the home life is not quite as secure or as much as she would like it to just kind of be like, the safe space. So that is negative a little bit here. Okay, let's get into this tarot card reading. We're going to confirm all of this stuff. All right. I have my water in the way here. Everything's in the way. Everything but the cards, everything. Happy Saturday, by the way. All right, let's find out what's going on with GIGI Hadid. Star, we've got the Emperor also. Those are both upright. So as far as she goes, she's one of those really amazing human beings who really have high expectations for themselves, but it tends to put her on down towards. So there's a trust factor when it comes to high expectations. When the expectations are broken and they fail, you no longer trust, or you feel like, the illusion of what you thought they were has been broken. And sometimes they tend to get really hard on that person, or they just disconnect completely. So there is a relationship kind of like within and around her current energy. Again, there was a friendship negative card because it was in reverse. So it was lacking quite a bit of energy there. But high expectations are a huge fault of hers, a huge thing that will like completely take away from her relationship. It will completely take the trust out of a relationship also, and it will make it so that she doesn't have that person anymore. So that is something that she definitely looks back on, and she feels as if like, she could put more balance into her life if she were to drop the expectations. But it's almost like something, that she just carries with her. And I'm pretty sure with birth path 6, same thing, high expectations. Us fluffers, okay? We have high motherfucking expectations. I have the same thing. I have very high expectations. I kind of dilute in my head how somebody should be, or I project onto them what I am, and I'm just seeing what I am. And as soon as they don't do what I would do, I'm like, out, flag, you're not like me, flag. Uh, okay, so there is a father figure type around her. He's extremely stable. He's very secure. This is something that is very important to her, something that is very stable, peaceful. It's somewhere where she can kind of, go to be within boundaries. So this, the fatherly type, or a father figure that is extremely respectful of her, obviously, if that's where she's feeling the safest. That is amazing. I really like that. She really likes when he can take control, and she's kind of under that rule and thumb, I guess. But it's a nice little break for her, if that makes sense. But that is something that is super important to her and close to her heart. Let's get into the challenges that are in the past here. Okay. So this is just coming straight into a relationship that she had within the past. Now, this could be yesterday, it could be months, years, however it resonates, but this is going to be a fire sign. It could also be an air sign, also Sagittarius in specific also. She was more of the leader. She was definitely more of the leader in the situation. And it's almost like she kind of was like a bossy lover. There was definitely some control issues here. And it was almost like one of them was extremely dominating, and they had a lot of attitude within the relationship. Okay. Working on yourself is super important to her. Again, with those high expectations, she didn't want anything to hold her back. She didn't want to hold this person back either, but she just felt like, almost like incompetent when being around this person, or when she was with this person. And so, as far as like this relationship goes, it's his arrogancy, or their arrogancy really ruled them. Okay. And it's almost like they just kind of fell into the attitude, or into the lack of direction, and it's just a whole fucking fire burnt out. That's all it is here. And she's just going to work on herself. And this relationship has never recovered. It's never been talked about. It's never been emotionally addressed. It's never at all been, directed at anything. It's just was dropped. It dropped right on its fucking ass. Okay. Let's get into a challenge of the present moment. All right. So she's really determined with this King of Pentacles upright. I feel like her focus is always kind of on the physical, the materials of things. And again, her home life, her aesthetic. It's like the exterior world is very, very important. And it really keeps her safe. So the focus, though, she thinks it's time for a relationship. I think that's what maybe that home life is in a negative, because she wants another half, because she is, again, the caretaker. She's very interested in being domestic and being, the mother or the wife. And, so she's ready. She thinks it could be successful if she got into something that was solid, maybe committed. We'll see though, hopefully, but the challenge here is that It's almost like she can't move towards it because she might have already moved towards it. She might be dealing with a fire sign. She could be dealing with, a water sign. Water sign or an earth sign is currently what she's dealing with, has to. Because nothing in this, this is the challenge here. I'm just like, it's just dawning on me. Nothing about the relationship that she's involving herself in is to be expected. Like, she thought it was going to be something else, and it's not, clearly. She was looking, she was looking into this warm, loyal person, and currently this person is very far from what but this could also be something that she's doing to herself again, because again, she self-sabotages with those expectations. Because listen up, lady, nobody is going to be any of your expectations. Nobody is going to be Gigi Hadid except for Gigi. Okay. Oh, come back, internet. Hold on. Okay, is it back on? Lord, what's the outcome of that? Okay, so there won't be like a huge effect, but the acceptance here, she's really determined to find acceptance in this person. She really wants to add some strength here, because it's almost like she feels like, if I do this, if I get into this relationship, how is it going to make me that much more better? So she's kind of, again, just thinking about the ego, the self, the aesthetic, the, what can I add to this? What can I make better here? So the acceptance, the focus on herself, it's just, she thinks that she's been knocked down by better and bigger than this relationship. So she's like, fuck it. Fuck it. And she's not even talking about it. That's just stuff that she's thinking about. She's not really conversating with the person about it. So they might not even be aware that she's talking shit in her head about them. That's usually how it goes too. All right. How does she feel about herself? Okay. We've got our Knight of Wands. We've got our Ace of Wands in reverse, as well as our Three of Pentacles in reverse. So she's free-spirited. She knows that. She's flirty. She's rebellious. She's definitely very fucking difficult. There's an erraticness about her, and relationships are her thing. The difficulty, the hot temper, it really comes out when you piss her off, I guess. When you pose a threat, or when you kind of threaten the situation or her, or make her feel very fucking uncomfortable. She is a hot-tempered individual, and she will fuck you up. She will fuck you up. But she will have sex with you too. She's very sexual, very, very sexually natured, very in touch, very emotional, sensual. But the charmingness, yes, she's very charming, and she will slide on in, and she will fucking save the day. She will. She's her own hero. She's not just her own hero, but she will fucking save a stranger's day. That's just the type of person she is. It's just, I can feel her. Yes, I can. I can feel her. Hey, girl. Hey. I like her. Not gonna lie. All right. How does the world see her? We see her as really pushy. So this is just what the cards are saying, because I mean, I wouldn't say she's too pushy. I think I'm too pushy, so I wouldn't say she is. But basically, we as fans are obsessed with the information that comes out on her or Zane, or everything around that situation that had happened between the mother and the boyfriend. Okay, we kind of seen her in a new beginning, but it's like the limits were met almost immediately, and we kind of were watching that. So as far as, her focus and her kind of being too pushy, it's just like it really kind of shoveled into, all of this obsession over the information of what was going on, and all of the growth that was lacking, all of the changes that weren't happening, or the change that happened so quickly. I mean, it just kind of rumbled out. Yeah. And she cares a lot about what other people think about her, but because she does. She's very external, again, ego driven. She's really about the physical. She's really about the materials, the coins, the looking good, making herself feel safe and stable. And I mean, that's not all of what she's doing, but I mean, those are things that just kind of like make her feel safe and insane. Okay. But we're obsessed with the information about it. Let's get a likely outcome for the rest of this month for Gigi Hadid. Hadid. I like to say her name. 4 of Cups reverse, 5 of Cups up, 9 of Cups up. Okay. The relationship stuff is coming up. There will be some lies, there will be some deception, and she's going to take a step back. Okay. Whatever was going on, it would just build up into a huge fucking distraction. So the stability here is gone. And that is definitely, she's not going to ponder shit. She's not going to think about where it's headed because she already fucking knows. And she'll be bummed out. I mean, it'll be a bad turn of events, but the conflict here is that her honesty and the honesty around her is very important. Again, it's just like she's a godfather. She's like, if you can't trust me, you can't trust nobody. I don't even know if that's in the movie, but that is just kind of what I'm thinking. Like that old school gangster thug, like real family oriented, sitting at the table with all your, your buddies, your Als, your hey Vinny. I don't know. Anyway, that's just what I'm feeling, like a very strong Italian gangster right now by her. Like, girl, I know what she was doing back in her past life. So she's going to take a step back from that relationship, and it's that earth or that water sign. But it's just her high standards are putting her in that place. And with this 9 of Pentacles upright, this is showing that her success comes through the security. So no matter how unindependent she might look or how codependent she looks, she will never be that. She is independent. She is very, very good about that. She's very good about, being alone, and if she's not balanced in love, it's not going anywhere. She'll step back from it. All right. Please hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot if you would, please. And thank you. My name is Jordan. I am Hangman Tarot. Go ahead and hit subscribe. Click the bell. You will get all the notifications. And if you don't want notifications, don't click the bell. If this resonates with you, please go ahead and share, like, and follow. Also, check out the comments. You can leave me a request there. You can get a hold of me in my social media and the details below. Also, you can request a celebrity through there and get a hold of me on any of those platforms. And check out that video again, the one that does pop up at the end of this reading. Other than that, I'll be right back. I'm going to get through some celebrity readings today. So I hope that you will join for some of the lives that I continue to do throughout the day. All right. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Saturday. We'll see you later.